Imagine bustling streets, serene beaches, markets absolutely bursting with spices. But picture all of that brought right to your doorstep. No passport needed. How incredible would that feel? To cross oceans, dive into new cultures, all without leaving? Well, Delhi. That's exactly the journey we've been on for this deep dive. We've been exploring this really immersive Indonesian culinary celebration. It's happening right now, actually.
Right now at Tamra, inside the Shangri-La Eros New Delhi.
Yeah, it's this 10-day thing, started August 22nd, running through to the 31st, 2025. So it's a pretty limited window.
It really is. And what's so fascinating, I think, is how this single event works, almost like a gateway.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack not just what's literally on the plate, but the whole story behind it, the history, the culture, the amazing blend of flavors that make Indonesian food just so captivating.
That's a great way to put it, a gateway.
Yeah, think of it like a shortcut to understanding this huge, diverse country one bite at a time.
And it is so much more than just taste, isn't it? It's that whole cultural immersion. It's amazing how this festival lets you experience the world's largest archipelago right here.
Yeah.
But maybe for someone who is a bit hesitant about trying a totally new cuisine, where does this event make it easier, do you think?
That's a really good question. I think it shines because it properly transports you. The whole setting at Tamra, even though you're right there in your Connaught place, somehow it feels like this little tropical escape. Plush seats, nice lighting. It helps.
Yeah, it does.
And it's not just, eating. It feels like you're starting a journey through these flavors that tell stories of, like, ancient trade routes, colonial times, regional pride, but without the stress of trying to figure out a menu you don't understand, right? It's all laid out.
Exactly. Tamra really does manage to transport you.
Yeah.
You walk in, and immediately, the sizzle from the woks, that amazing smell of lemongrass and turmeric, it just fills the air. It's a full-on adventure for your senses, right here in the city, a complete shift. So if you're thinking, okay, I want to check this out, here are the key details we found. The buffet is on every day. Lunch is 12:30 p.m. to 3:00 p.m.
Right.
And dinner runs from 7 p.m. till 11:00 p.m. We found the pricing details online, and you definitely need to book. You can call them on +91 11 4119 Dunevin 10, or just email tamra.slnd@shangri-la.com.
Reservations are a must. Yeah.
Definitely. And like we said, it wraps up August 31st, so this info is pretty timely if you want to catch it before it's gone.
And it's absolutely worth catching, because if you zoom out a bit, Indonesian food, well, it isn't just one thing, is it?
Not at all.
It's like this collection of stories from, over 17,000 islands?
Quite an incredible number.
Yeah, and that huge diversity means you get this cuisine that's really bold, but also beautifully balanced, fiery chili next to creamy coconut milk, earthy spices with fresh herbs. It's just epic.
It really is an epic story. Starts thousands of years back, right? With the Austronesian peoples farming rice and those spices, nutmeg, cloves.
The ones that basically kicked off the age of exploration.
Exactly. Spices worth fighting wars over.
Yeah.
Then, centuries later, you've got the Dutch bringing in techniques like slow braising.
Which turned into dishes we still see today.
Right. And Chinese immigrants introducing stir-frying soy sauces. Indian traders sharing curry ideas that became uniquely Indonesian. It's all layered in there.
And those layers created this amazing regional variety. It's like a food map across the islands. So Java, for instance, you get more of that sweet savory play, lots of keycat manis, that thick, sweet soy sauce.
Okay.
Then jump over to Sumatra and boom, you hit those powerful, fiery Minangkabau curries. Totally different feel.
Wow.
Bali's lighter, fresher, lots of herbs and salads. And Sulawesi. Loads of amazing seafood because of the coastline. Each place has its own distinct thing.
But even with all that variety, there are some core things that tie it all together, right? Rice, obviously.
Rice is king, yeah. Steamed, maybe cooked in coconut milk, fried.
But for me, the real stars are those incredible spices. Turmeric, giving that gorgeous golden color and earthy taste. Galangal, that zesty, almost piney warmth. And lemongrass, that bright citrus hit. They're just fundamental.
And what's really fascinating, connecting back to the culture, is that these aren't just for flavor. They're deeply tied to jamu.
Jamu?
Yeah, Indonesia's traditional system of herbal medicine. It's not just about cures. It's a whole philosophy where food and health are intertwined. Flavor itself can signal wellness.
Wow.
It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? How often do we consider the, centuries of medicinal knowledge packed into the food we eat? Makes a meal feel pretty profound.
That is a profound thought. It completely reframes how you look at a plate of food. So these chefs, Diono and Anwar, are they consciously thinking about jamu, or is it just baked into the tradition they inherited?
That's a good point. I suspect it's deeply ingrained. These guest chefs, Aris Diono and Anwar, they're both from Shangri-La Jakarta, and they're at the heart of this whole celebration. Chef Diono especially seems to embody that fusion aspect of Indonesian cooking. He's got Dutch, Javanese, and Chinese heritage.
Wow, that's quite a mix.
Right. And apparently he grew up seeing meals as these big communal things, learning early that food connects people, connects cultures. His whole approach sounds like farm-to-table freshness meets live fire cooking. It feels like a natural expression of that jamu idea, honoring the ingredients.
And Chef Anwar.
He's described as a master of preserving the regional recipes, but also adding, a little modern touch, so their collaboration isn't just copying old dishes.
It's elevating them, making them accessible but still authentic. Sounds like they're really curating an experience, not just a menu.
They absolutely are. And you actually get to see them in action. They have these interactive stations.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can watch them grilling satay or simmering these amazing curries, and they'll explain the bumbu paste.
A bamboo?
Yeah, it's that foundational spice paste, usually shallots, garlic, chilies, maybe candle nuts. It's basically the soul of so many dishes.
Okay.
And having them explain it right there makes it super engaging, Educational, but also just fun to watch, whether you're a total foodie or just curious.
Okay, right. Let's get to the really good part then, the food itself. Time for a bit of a culinary tour. Starters, mains, sides, desserts. The whole delicious spectrum. First up, you have to talk about the sambals. These aren't just side sauces. They're like the fiery heartbeat of Indonesian food.
Absolutely central.
And what's cool is how they let you customize everything. It's like making each bite your own. You might get sambal terasi, smoky, intense from fermented shrimp paste.
Has a deep flavor.
Or the Sambal Matah from Bali, totally different, really fresh and zingy with raw shallots, lemongrass, lime.
Like a burst of freshness.
Exactly. And if you're a bit worried about the heat I am sometimes, they usually have a car.
Ah, the pickles. Yeah.
Yeah, pickled cucumber, pineapple, something cooling to balance it all out. It's very thoughtful.
Moving on to appetizers, definitely look for ayam taliwang. It's this grilled chicken from Lombok.
Yeah.
Marinated in red chilies, garlic, and kenker. That's a root. Kind of like ginger, but different, more aromatic. It gets charred outside, but stays super juicy. Really makes you think of beach barbecue.
That's amazing.
And maybe chicken shumai too.
Yeah.
Dim sum, but with an Indonesian spin. Shows those Chinese influences again.
Right. But, okay, the mains. This is where dishes like rendang often steal the show, especially for newcomers.
Oh, rendang is iconic.
Totally. You have to try it. It comes from the Minang people in West Sumatra. And it's not just slow-cooked beef. It's like a masterclass in patience.
Definitely.
They simmer beef, often really tender cuts, in coconut milk and this complex spice mix for hours until the liquid basically cooks away and caramelizes around the meat.
It gets really dark and rich.
Exactly. The meat just falls apart. It's so aromatic. You get cloves, cinnamon. It's incredible how time just transforms it. Apparently, it started as a way to preserve meat for long trips.
Makes sense.
Then there's Nasi Goreng, Indonesia's ultimate comfort food, right? Fried rice.
Everyone knows fried rice, but Indonesian style is different.
It is. It feels, I don't know, softer.
Yeah.
And it's got that sweetness from the kikat manis, the sweet soy sauce, plus chilies for a kick, and often that perfect fried egg on top.
Gotta have the egg.
Yeah, it's all about balance. And its cousin, bihun goreng, the stir-fried rice noodles, is simpler, sometimes even for breakfast, but just as tasty. And for soup fans, sup bentut, oxtail soup.
Ah, yes, the oxtail soup. Classic.
It's this clear, fragrant broth. You get ginger, nutmeg, coriander. Apparently has roots in Dutch colonial food.
Right, but with that Indonesian twist.
Yeah, the kikat manis gives it this lovely savory depth that's just so warming and comforting.
And don't forget the seafood. You might find lawara tuna from Bali.
Ooh, what's that?
It's like a raw minced tuna salad, mixed with fresh herbs, chilies, lime, really bright and zesty, kind of like a tropical ceviche.
Wow, that sounds refreshing.
Totally. And you absolutely need nasi uduk. It's Javanese coconut rice, but scented with pandan leaves.
Ah, pandan. Love that smell.
Me too! It makes the rice so fragrant. It's the perfect base for all those rich curries and grilled dishes.
Okay, my mouth is watering now. And desserts. What can you expect?
Think tropical treats. You might get clip-on. They're little glutinous rice balls filled with melty palm sugar and then rolled in grated coconut. Chewy, sweet, delicious. Or maybe a shandal, that's a chilled drink, or maybe more like a dessert. Coconut milk with these little green rice flour noodles, jackfruit. Really cooling and sweet, perfect after all the spice.
Sounds like the ideal finish. And the best thing you mentioned is how they explain it all.
Exactly.
Even if you know nothing about Indonesian food, they make it really simple.
Yeah.
No confusing jargon, just pure enjoyment. Makes you want to try everything.
Absolutely. And beyond just how amazing it all tastes, something we really dug into is how much nutritional goodness is packed in there. It fits so well with, modern ideas about wellness.
Right back to the Janu idea.
Precisely. It's not an accident. Think about the turmeric in rendang. It's not just for color. It's got curcumin, which is great for inflammation.
Okay.
Or the ginger and galangal, they don't just add glycine, they help with digestion. Lemongrass has antibacterial properties. Even the chilies and the sambals can boost your metabolism a bit.
Huh, a spicy workout.
Kind of. It really is like food as medicine, but in the most delicious way possible.
And this is where it got really interesting for me. Thinking about Indian food. Indonesian cuisine feels like, I don't know, a familiar cousin.
Totally. There are so many connections. Both cuisines lean heavily on complex spice pastes, right?
Yeah.
The bumbu is so similar in concept to a masala.
Exactly. That foundation of ground spices, aromatics.
And that skill in balancing flavors, sweet, sour, salty, spicy, you see it in both. Rendang definitely makes you think of some rich South Indian beef curries, like in Kerala.
Right. And Nasi Goreng has echoes of a good pulao.
Mm.
And satés are obviously like kebabs.
The parallels are definitely there. But then you get those intriguing differences that make it exciting.
Yeah. What are the key differences?
Well, that generally sweeter profile in a lot of Indonesian dishes, thanks to palm sugar and kecap manis, and maybe more emphasis on fermented flavors like the terasi, the shrimp paste, and some sambals.
Oh, well,
It's familiar enough to feel welcoming, especially for an Indian palate, but different enough to feel like a real discovery, which probably explains why it's such a good gateway.
makes sense.
Especially with travel picking up. We saw some figures, Indonesia got over 710,000 Indian tourists in 2024.
Wow, that many.
Yeah, and it's projected to jump to maybe 918,000 in 2025. So that connection, that interest, is definitely growing beyond just food festivals.
So when you think about it, what does an event like this really mean for you listening right now? It's more than just dinner, isn't it?
Absolutely.
These things don't just bridge gaps between cuisines. They can genuinely spark curiosity, inspire actual travel, build that deeper cross-cultural connection. Food is such a powerful way to do that.
It's the universal language, right?
Yeah, totally. It invites you to explore, connect, learn about the world, one delicious experience at a time. So we've taken quite a journey today. Through these vibrant flavors, the deep history, the amazing skill behind Indonesian cooking, all seen through this special event here in Delhi. It's been a fantastic deep dive.
Yeah, and the key takeaway, I think, is that it's so much more than just enjoying fantastic food. It's about really connecting with another culture, understanding how history shapes what we eat, and even finding those surprising health benefits. It genuinely expands your palate and maybe your mind, too.
It really does offer more than just a meal. It feels like a proper cultural exchange. So as August is wrapping up, remember this Indonesian Culinary Celebration at Shangri-La Eros New Delhi is still on for a few more days. It's not just food, it's an experience that really does educate, entertain, and definitely excites the taste buds. And it leaves us wondering, could just one bite, maybe of that rendang or a fresh sambal, spark your next big adventure? Maybe even that trip to Bali. We found out it's visa-free for Indians, and there are direct flights from Delhi now. Just saying.
Tempting thought.
Go out and explore. You never know what delicious discoveries are waiting. Salamat makan.